Long ago, in a quiet village near the edge of a vast forest, there lived an old monk known for his calm spirit and clear wisdom. His small hut nestled amidst tall trees was a sanctuary where people from the nearby village often came to seek his advice. One such person was a young villager named Aaron. He was a hard-working man, but he was also impatient. He wanted everything in life to happen quickly and easily. Wealth, respect, and all the joys of life. He wanted them now, not later. And most of all, he wanted success, but he didn't want to wait or work patiently to achieve it. One day, Aaron visited the old monk and poured his heart out. He explained how he put so much effort into everything, but never seemed to get the results he wanted. "I feel like I'm just wasting my time," he lamented. "Is life really this unfair? Why does everyone else seem to succeed while I struggle?" The old monk listened to Aaron's worries with a gentle smile. He understood that Aaron's impatience stemmed from his desire for quick and easy success. He knew that true fulfillment came not from instant gratification, but from patience and dedication. So the monk decided to teach Aaron a valuable lesson about the nature of success and the importance of patience. "Aaron," said the monk, "let's go for a walk in the forest." Aaron agreed, and together they walked down a winding path away from the sound of the village. They walked past tall trees and bushes until they came across a large mango tree, laden with unripe green mangoes. The tree was in full bloom, promising a bountiful harvest when the time was right. The monk picked one of the green mangoes, still firm and unyielding, and handed it to Aaron. "Eat this," he said with a knowing smile. Aaron looked at the green, unripe fruit and hesitated. "Master," he asked, "why would you want me to eat this? It's not ready yet. It's terrible." The monk simply smiled and replied, "Why don't you eat it?" Aaron took the mango and bit into it. His face immediately scrunched up in disgust. It was sour, astringent, and far from palatable. He spat it out and wiped his mouth. "How could you ask me to eat something so bitter?" he exclaimed. "It's not fit for consumption. Only a starving person would eat something like this." The monk remained calm and asked, "Did you notice anything interesting about the mango?" "What do you mean?" Aaron replied, still wrinkling his nose at the memory of the fruit's awful taste. "You ate the entire mango, didn't you?" the monk said. "Well, yes," Aaron answered, puzzled by the monk's line of questioning. "And did you see any juice or pulp inside?" The monk continued. Aaron thought for a moment. "No, master, there was no juice or pulp. It was hard and dry like a stone." The monk then explained, "You just ate a green, unripe mango. You can't expect it to taste sweet and juicy because it hasn't ripened yet. But if you had waited for the right season, when the sun has ripened the mango, it would have tasted delicious, wouldn't it?" Aaron understood what the monk was trying to tell him, but he still couldn't help but feel a bit frustrated. "So what am I supposed to do?" he asked. "Just wait around for life to give me sweet mangoes? What if I never get a chance to enjoy the sweetness?" The monk placed a hand on Aaron's shoulder and said, "Life is like that, my friend. Some things take time to become sweet. If you rush and try to force things to happen, you will only taste bitterness. But if you wait, nurture your efforts, and trust the time, life's fruits will ripen on their own." You must understand that the sweetness of life doesn't come from the absence of struggle, but from how we respond to the struggles we encounter. A mango tree needs sunlight, water, and time to produce sweet mangoes. Similarly, you need patience and dedication to water your dreams and goals until they bear sweet fruit. Rushing or forcing the process won't make things happen faster. In fact, it will only make them taste bitter. Instead, trust in the natural order of things and be patient. As Aaron pondered over the monk's words, he realized that his restlessness and impatience were causing him more trouble than any external situation. He had been trying to force life to give him what he wanted, but he had forgotten to appreciate the journey. He had been so focused on achieving his goals that he had lost sight of the present moment. "So my hard work is like tending to this tree?" Aaron finally asked. "Yes, exactly," the monk replied with a gentle smile. "Keep watering it with patience and dedication. When the season is right, your efforts will bear sweet fruit, sweeter than anything forced before its time." Aaron felt a sense of calm wash over him as he understood the deeper meaning of the monk's lesson. He realized that true success wasn't just about achieving his goals, but also about how he chose to approach and persevere through the journey. He thanked the monk for his guidance and returned to the village with a newfound perspective. From that day on, Aaron worked diligently towards his goals, but he did so without rushing or becoming impatient. He understood that his efforts would eventually bear fruit, but he was content to wait and trust in the process. He began to find joy in the journey itself, appreciating the present moment and embracing the challenges that came his way. Time went by and Aaron's patience began to pay off. He achieved success in his endeavors, but it wasn't the kind of success he had imagined before. It was sweeter because it had ripened naturally, and it had been worth the wait. He also discovered another kind of success, a sense of inner peace that came from trusting in life's perfect timing. As for the old monk, he continued to guide people from the village, sharing his wisdom and helping them find their own paths to enlightenment. The story of Aaron became a local legend, a reminder to everyone who heard it that the sweetest fruits in life are those that ripen in their own time. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of instant gratification. We want everything now, whether it's success, happiness, or love. But sometimes life has a different plan for us. We may have to wait longer than we expect for our dreams to come true or for the pieces of our lives to fall into place. This story teaches us to embrace patience and trust in the journey. Just like Aaron, we may feel frustrated when things don't happen on our timeline. But it's important to remember that life has its own rhythm. It has its own way of unfolding. Sometimes we have to wait for certain things to happen because it is part of a bigger plan that we may not fully understand. It's like when the monk gave Aaron the green, unripe mango. At that moment, Aaron couldn't see the purpose behind it. He couldn't understand why the monk would want him to eat something so bitter. But as the story unfolded, he came to realize that the mango symbolized his own impatience and his need to learn patience. In the same way, there may be times in our lives when we feel like we're being tested. We may face delays, setbacks, or disappointments that leave us feeling frustrated and disillusioned. But if we approach these moments with patience and understanding, we can learn valuable lessons and grow as individuals. Think about the times in your life when you rushed things or tried to force them to happen quickly. How did it turn out? Did you achieve what you wanted, or did you end up causing more problems for yourself? On the other hand, think about the times when you waited patiently and trusted in the process. What happened then? Did things eventually work out in your favor? Did you learn valuable lessons along the way? The truth is that life is a combination of both. Sometimes we can control certain situations and outcomes. Other times we have to let things take their course. Forcing something to happen never works. Trying to change someone who doesn't want to change won't work either. This story is a reminder to embrace patience and trust in the journey. It is a reminder to appreciate the present moment and to find joy in the process of working towards our goals. Remember that the sweetest fruits in life are those that ripen in their own time. The successes and achievements that come to us after a period of waiting and preparation are always sweeter than those that come easily. When we learn to embrace patience, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We allow ourselves to explore new opportunities and take risks without fear of failure. We learn to trust in our own abilities and in the goodness of life. So the next time you find yourself getting impatient, take a step back and relax. Trust in the process and know that everything will work out in the end. You might be surprised at what you learn along the way and at the new opportunities that come your way. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe.